It's too early in the morning. The sun's like right in my eyes. I just had my first sip of coffee. Pepper, do you need some coffee? Morning from Castaway Cay. Disney's home in the Bahamas, I think is what they keep calling it.
Everyone was just able to get off the boat. It's 8:30. So there's like a mass exit of people headed to find their beach spots. Okay, for all those folks who may not be like as hardcore of Disney fans,
Yeah.
would you say that you have been annoyed with the music? Has it been okay?
I've neither been annoyed nor over it, although I just heard some Jimmy Buffett playing and the immediate thought was, oh, it's nice to hear something non-Disney. So
Okay.
maybe on a subconscious level I'm a little sick of it. I don't know. It's not been like too terribly overwhelming and in your face, but you know, take that for what it is. I'm not Disney obsessed. I would consider myself an enthusiast at most. Yeah, let's go with that.
What do you think, buddy? Hey, that's what the kids are doing. Okay, we've landed on Castaway Cay. Our first activity of the day is the aqua trikes. So they have lots of things out here. They have the aqua trikes, which are like a bike, similar to a paddle boat, but in bike form. They have paddle boats. They have kayaks, all kinds of different things. You just have to reserve them in advance. So we did that before we got here. I will say, the one thing, it said that you only had to be 3 years old on the website. But when we got here, you had to be 5 and older. So just keep that in mind if you have a child aged 3 or 4. They might be disappointed when they get here. So Everett has to, unfortunately, sit out on the sidelines. But Olivia's out there paddling away. So we're having fun watching her, and it lasts, I think, like a half hour. So it's fun. It's right when you get off the boat. So easy thing to do first thing on the island.
Well, I got Everett a cookie.
It was the best thing on the
The cookie, I think.
cookie.
Yeah, that's a darn good cookie.
Well, makes sense because the name is Cookies,
Well, I should hope
so
that.
they better do cookies well. How was the barbecue?
It was pretty good. The brisket sandwich could have stood a little more brisket. It was nice. What else do we have? The roasted chicken. The chicken, that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. Salmon was very well flavored, if not overcooked, just a bit. What can you do? The one maybe downside here is they don't have a pool, which we like because it keeps the kids contained, but it's all good. There's a splash pad we're gonna go check out, and then we're going back to the beach.
Like banana or pineapple or maybe both. Especially on a hot day.
So you can still get your mocktails.
Non-alcoholic, of course. We are on our very last day of our 5-night Disney cruise. So we figured now that we've gotten the lay of the land here, we would show you around the ship a little bit. So we're just going to show you, we'll show you the room. We have a veranda room, and then we'll also show you like just some of our favorite spots on the ship, starting with the pool because we've spent a lot of time here. Where I'm standing is the hot tub in the adults only section of the pool. So if you don't have kids, or if your kids are in the kids club or something, you can come in here, and there's a very nice hot tub with an awesome view that you can sit in. And then right behind me is the adults only pool, and it's really cool because one has a bar there. It has like really shallow parts, deeper parts, a swim up bar, and then there's like these mister things that are really neat. So it's just like a nice relaxing area that is like filled with shade. And then there's like little beds and stuff around. So this is one of the cool areas if you are an adult and you don't have kids with you. Check it out. We also like the grill area by the pool. That's like the casual like grab and go option. You can eat it for like lunch or dinner, but they got Fillmore's favorites that has like, you know, like your standard sandwiches, tomato grill. They have a sandwich of the day. Let's see what the sandwich of the day is because we haven't looked yet. Now we're in the main pool deck area on deck 11. So this is where we spend most of our days. There's two pools here. There's the Donald's pool, and then there's the Mickey pool. We spend most of our time in the Mickey pool because it's great for younger kids. There's like a shallow part, then a slightly deeper part, so it's like appropriate for all ages, but that's the one we tend to gravitate towards. We haven't spent too much time in the Donald pool, but it's like a little bit deeper than the Mickey one. They also show movies out here. You can watch throughout the day and at nighttime. They just showed Moana, so we caught a little bit of that. And then in addition to the pools, they also have a big yellow slide. So Olivia has been on that about 1,000 times since we've been here. And then they have the aqueduct, which is like another slide, but it kind of goes all around the strip, and it's a little faster, and it's almost like a water coaster type thing. So that one, the lines get a little bit longer, but Olivia also loved that too. Everett's a little bit too short to ride that, so you have to be like a certain height. Oh, and there's also Nemo's Reef, which is like the splash area for even younger kids. You're supposed to be potty trained to use any of these facilities, so keep that in mind. There are signs everywhere.
Casting the lines.
Welcome to our room. This is the next place we want to show you on a tour of the Disney Dream. We have a veranda room. So there's one thing that's a little bit different than all the other veranda rooms, which we'll show you in just a minute. But we are on the 6th deck. So our room is 6178, and then the grandparents are in 6678, which is the same room, just the other side of the ship. So let's just take a quick look around. Disney's a little bit different than some of the other cruise lines because you have like 2 bathroom areas. So that's a little, you know, a little different, but it's actually quite functional. The first one is your standard toilet and sink, so there's nothing too wild about that, but you have a separate toilet sink area, so you can have 2 people like, you know, doing things in these 2 rooms here. Because the second one is you have a shower, which also is a bathtub, and then you have another sink in here. So somebody can be using the toilet area, and then somebody can be showering at the same time. It's really handy to have kind of like 2 separate rooms. I thought it was a little weird at first, but it's actually been nice to have 2 different rooms. Directly across from the 2 bathrooms, you have 2 closet areas. So, you know, you've got like 1 set here. That's where your life vests are, and then a whole other set here. So there's lots of storage space here. And then right next to the closets, you have some drawers down here. It's like we've kind of stacked things here, so it's not super pretty. Our backpack hooks, so we have the kids' backpacks here. And then we have a nice queen bed here. There are charging, well, outlets on one side of the bed, but not the other. So just keep that in mind. But there are 2 down there you can use. And lights on both sides. And then one of the different things about this room is that it can fit up to 3 people. So if you're in one of the other veranda rooms that can fit 4, there's a bed that comes up out of the ceiling. It comes down for like a bunk bed, and that's where the 4th person goes. but we have one that has 3 people, so this just comes down at night. They'll make it up for you. And then you can shut the curtain. You can see we also have a crib in here. So we have 2 kids, but one of the kids was sleeping in the grandparents' room. They also have the same 3-person room, but they both ended up kind of sleeping in here. So they brought in a crib. You can request them. We didn't even request ours, so we got on the ship. They were still available. So they will set it up for you and everything. It comes with a nice blanket and pillow, and then they even bring a diaper pail in with the crib. So if you have a diaper age kid, that's kind of nice. Then next to the crib, the other thing in here is like a desk area. There's a fridge down here, and then the TV. There's one TV, but you can move it around so it can face couch area or it can face the bed. Up to you on that one. I like the Bridge View channel, it's a fun one. And then the Bridge Report, we have it on here a lot because it shows you where you are. So we are at Castaway Cay and we're headed back to Miami. There are also various movies that are complimentary, which is super nice. We've got like a lot of the animated movies to watch. There's also like Pixar, live action, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney Channel originals. You've got like a bunch to choose from. So that's kind of nice. You have like all those options. If you have kids, this is super nice. Big mirror here when you're getting ready and all that fun stuff. And then more outlets. Oh, this is our princess dress drawer. Space under the bed too for more storage. Now the last thing we have here in this room that I want to show you is our balcony. It is a veranda room. The one thing about this one, so it is a partially obstructed balcony, so it has like a little piece of wall on the side. Honestly, like we didn't mind it at all. But it does come a little bit cheaper than some of the other veranda rooms because there's like a tiny little, you know, you don't have like the full balcony view, and I think people over the years have complained about it being the same price or something, so they lowered the price for this room. So if you want a veranda room, but maybe you want a little lower price, think about this because it's hardly noticeable, at least in our opinion. But so I'll show you what that kind of looks like. All right, we're outside, so you can see we have all of this wide open balcony space. It comes with 2 chairs, which we tend to use as swimming suit drying racks, but we also sit out here a lot. This is where we have like our morning coffee, and it's kind of nice before the kids have woken up. Here is the wall right here. So you have extra room, but you have this little space, you know, you can see out this way, but obviously you cannot see directly out. So it's this wall that makes this veranda a little bit cheaper than some of the others. So kind of up to you on that one, but for us, like, we didn't mind it. So that's kind of the main difference here. It's a pretty spacious balcony. The kids like coming out here. Totally safe with like the, you know, glass walls here. And we are in the back of the ship. So I will say we're like, I don't know, maybe like 5 rooms from the back or something. It gets a little bit rumbly at times at night. So if that is something that would really bother you, I think like if you're kind of like to the extreme in the front or in the back, you might feel it a little bit extra. It was manageable for us, but just, you know if you're like sensitive to that, you could feel it in these like back of the ship rooms. The ice cream shop is another one of our favorites on board, and it's open around the clock, and we've been frequent customers here.
Oh, hey Donald. Another one of our favorite spots is the main lobby. This is where all the character sightings are, so you can just hang here and see everyone. It's so much easier to get pictures with the characters on the ship than it is in the parks. I mean, like, the longest we waited was maybe 10 minutes, so it's so much easier than the parks. Alright, our least favorite spot was the stores, obviously. If you haven't taken a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old into a Disney store, well, don't. And that's gonna do it for us today. Thanks for watching. We're really excited to show you the ship and all that good stuff. We got plenty of other videos about the Disney Dream, so poke around the channel. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. But until then, bye.